Good morning, it's Barbara. Oh, the sun's trying to peek out. I'm going to be outside, but I wanted to show you my new, haha, my purchase from yesterday. I'll be outside. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I'm wearing my Crocs. Oh my gosh, this shopping trip, everything is retro. Everything is retro. It's like a flash from the past. I haven't been shopping, like in a store forever. And so we were going in all these shops because Isabel was looking for whatever, a t-shirt or something. And all the pants that they're selling to these kids are all wide leg baggy pants, low rise baggy pants. I'm like, talk about a flash from the past. And Allison was feeling the same thing. So I guess everything comes in 20-year cycles, because it hit me, it hit Allison, and now it's hitting the girls. Very strange. And all the cool kids were wearing Crocs. Mostly the kids, but some adults, mostly the kids. So I decided it was time for me to get the Crocs. Now, I had thought about Crocs for a while and wondered how I would like them. And I'm still wondering how I would like them, because it's not a guarantee that these are going to be, front and center. But did I tell you this? I just told Dennis, but I might have told you. I sent Christy a picture of me and my Crocs, my Crocs, and she said something about house shoes, and I said, house shoes? Dennis wishes. Did I just tell you that 10 minutes ago? 5 minutes ago? My memory. We had a lovely, lovely time with our shopping spree. We started out at the Cheesecake. Pearl, I'm talking. Grr. We started out at the Cheesecake Factory. It turns out they have a little sidewalk cafe outside, so that worked out perfectly, and it was a gorgeous day. So we had a lovely lunch outside, and who knew? The granddaughters like calamari. The mac and cheese and chicken fingers crew likes calamari. So that was a discovery. And anyway, we had a very nice lunch. And then we started our shopping. Now, the Cheesecake Factory is in the farthest corner of the King of Prussia Mall. And it is in the corner that is very low traffic. I mean, people go in the door for, Cheesecake Factory. And otherwise, there's really not too much other than Urban Outfitters, which is right across the mall, right across the hallway. So we were in Urban Outfitters for a while because Isabel was looking to see, and they ended up getting some kinds of like skin products or something. I don't know. And Allison had parked near the Cheesecake Factory, so we went into her car and we reparked the car around the other side of the mall. That is how big this mall is, that you just can't walk the whole thing back and forth, and So we reparked to the actual opposite end of the mall and started at Dick's Sporting Goods, which we have one in our town. They have one near them. It's, this whole thing turned out to be a little funny. But Isabel found her new sneakers for school that they had been looking for, and they couldn't find what they wanted. So she got sneakers for school at Dick's, and we perused the softball equipment because apparently Sammy might be thinking about playing softball, which will make Jason very happy. He tried out for a baseball team, but he was too old by then. Anyway, and then we wandered, and and I bought a water bottle I do not have a water bottle that I like. I don't have any water bottles that are spill proof. So I can't have water in the water bottle and then just toss it in my car because I don't have a room for it in any of the cup holders. So I bought a water bottle that I can do that with. I haven't tested it in the cup holder, but I'm pretty sure it's going to fit in the cup holder, and I will do that soon because I have to wash it. So I bought myself a water bottle. And then, let's see, I bought my Crocs. The girls helped me pick my Crocs. And we looked in a lot of stores and saw a lot of baggy, lowrider clothes. But Isabel was like, I'm not going to pay that much money. So that's okay. Sam got some things at H&M. And yeah, and then they got 10 tattoos on their arms, and Allison, mommy got her eyebrows threaded, so we did that. And then Sephora, by that time I was tired because sounds like it was quick. It wasn't quick. And so I was sitting out in the mall part having a water while they were in Sephora, and I was glad I did because they were in there for quite a while. I had given them money. I told them, you have 2 ways you can do this shopping spree. If you have a big thing that you wanted for your birthday and you didn't get it, Tappy and I will buy you a big thing for your birthday present. But if you can't think of anything, I'll just give you some cash and you can do your own shopping spree. And they both went for the cash. And but I think Samantha had gotten Sephora, maybe Isabel, maybe they both had Sephora cards from their birthday, money cards, whatever you call them. You know what I mean. So they were in Sephora doing their shopping, and I posted a picture of me in the pink cowboy hat and in the mall. That I was in charge of the cowboy hat for the second half of the walking around because Isabel had put it on, and then anyway, I looked really cute in it, so I was fine wearing it. And then I switched and put my Crocs on, and they went perfectly with my Crocs. I was almost too matchy-matchy. I posted that on Instagram. Yeah. But then they wanted to go to Five Below, which is the store that's right next to the Cheesecake Factory. But I told them they weren't going to Five Below when we were walking out of the Cheesecake Factory, because there's a Five Below down the street from me, and there's a Five Below down the street from them. So going to the King of Prussia Mall to go Five Below shopping is ridiculous. But that's where they wanted to end up, and I'm like, fine with that. And my car was still down by the Cheesecake Factory, close. So we went to Five Below, and they did most of their shopping at Five Below. They had a great time. They love Five Below. And everything is cheap. And I found cooling gel iPads. We had been looking for those in Idaho because we had been doing a lot of crying, Christy and I, and Ada. And our eyes were so puffy. Christy had looked for them, but she really couldn't find anything. But who knew? Five Below. So I bought some, and I chilled one last night, and it works really well. Really well. So I bought 4 of them because I brought one for Christy and one for me, and I have 2 extra ones because who knows how people are going to feel. Family people when we're at Mama's, memorial, and afterwards we're going to all gather afterwards, and I'll have a couple of gel eye packs for people who might be feeling a little puffy. That's what I got at Five Below, and then I sat out in the mall waiting for them to come back out. And then I drove us all back to their car at the other end of the mall. Just really, and there were a lot of side you know, I am not finding words today. You know, like ways to go in the mall that we didn't go because we were like, we went to Sephora, but we could have gone here, we could have gone there, we could have. And I had that printout of the stores, but that didn't do us really any good. Number one, because it didn't tell us what the stores were. It was just their names. And if it wasn't a famous name, then, you know. And we didn't have a map. In fact, they had interactive maps at this mall. So you go and you touch it and you pick the store you're looking for, and it takes you, it shows you how to get to that, where you are, and then how to get to that store. They don't even have a map per se. Anyway, we had a very good time. The girls had a good time. We had a little bit of 11-year-old attitude for a while because I think Isabel's going to turn out to be kind of an attitudey kind of woman when she, you know, she's working on that. But we had a good time, and she had a good time, and she calmed down. And yeah, we had fun. The girls had fun. They got lots of stuff. I'm not sure. Oh, Isabel got the shoes. But other than that, I don't think she ended up buying any clothes. But Sam got an outfit, a very cute green dress with a very cute pink sweater to wear a pullover that she could wear over the dress. And it broke my heart a little bit for her to buy that sweater because it was a crew neck. I could have made that sweater in 4 days if I were a knitter. But I don't even know if they wear the, you know, I don't know if Isabel wears the sweater, the Montrealer I made her. And I know Sam has outgrown the unicorn. The unicorn sweater I made her. Now, Sam runs warm anyway, so I'm not sure how much use she'll have out of the sweater, but she wanted it, and it was it was $15 or $12. The sweater was $12. I think I would have spent $12 on like the cheapest acrylic yarn to make that sweater. And it was, I'm sure, acrylic. Machine washable, you know, whatever. But a nice acrylic would have cost more than $12. Oh well, that's how it works these days. So I had a very good time. I was tired when I got home. And yeah. So now we're straightening up. Pete and Terry are coming in a couple of hours. So I've got the upstairs all straight, ready for them. I've been working on the downstairs. And then I'm just going to work on that table. I mean, they can ignore the table. All they do is wash the table, you know. They can ignore the table. But it's a good, you know, impetus for me to start doing what I need to do. I have to get some paperwork together for tomorrow because tomorrow we're meeting with Pete, my lawyer, and Zooming with the Orphans Court in Center County, and I will officially become the executor of my mother's will. And then I have to start doing more work. Although I've been doing stuff, you know, I sent out forms to all the beneficiaries to get the information that we're going to need to do what we do. And there are 7 beneficiaries, including myself. I guess I need to fill out that form too. And I have gotten the form back from 4. So my brother Tim and my niece Janine, I am waiting for. It's not urgent. I don't think I need those for tomorrow. And yeah, so get the house clean today. Vicky comes tomorrow night. The house will be clean. I don't have to worry about that. I do really, really appreciate that. That's a gift from Aura, and I really appreciate it. And yeah. Got a call this morning before I was quite awake from Manny, our gardener, because apparently it's been dry enough that they can't do that they're not mowing very much because the grass isn't growing. So we wanted to start thinking about my fall work and fall plantings, because he's planting my bulbs, my spring bulbs. I'm getting tulips and daffodils. I told him, my forsythia is looking a little peaked because I was away. And he said, it's really hard to kill. Is it completely brown? I'm like, no. He's like, okay, then it'll be fine. He's going to put in a little garden over there with peonies for me too. And he's going to move some of my irises that I have in the front garden. My irises have, they expand, and expanded pretty far. So he's going to take some of those and move them. I guess I need to figure out exactly where I want him to put them. I think I'm going to have him put crocuses in the lawn. I love crocuses in the springtime. They come first. They're like the first little thing. Half the time they're coming in the snow. And, and they're small, so you can put them in the lawn. And then, they're long done before you're ready to do the first mowing. And mowing doesn't hurt them, and then they'll come back every year. So he's going to give me crocuses in my lawn, and daffodils and tulips. I'm looking for an early spring pop in my yard. That's why the forsythia. So he called this morning before we were ready to get up, but I didn't tell him that. He thought he waited a long time. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go and upload this. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups because I have to get ready for Pete and Terry. And yeah. But we had a good time. We had a good time. And I have pink Crocs, and I'm not sure how I feel about my pink Crocs, but it turned out they were even on sale. Still expensive. Dennis is like, I do not understand how people can wear plastic shoes. My feet would sweat. Well, my feet haven't sweated yet, but I've only had them 5 minutes, so we'll see. We'll see. Meanwhile, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. Stay safe and stay sane.